If your pepper plant are growing plenty of leaves but producing far fewer peppers than expected, one hidden mistake may be holding them back. What's surprising is that many gardeners keep adding fertilizer, unknowingly making the problem worse. Research on pepper nutrition reveals a little-known factor that can directly affect a plant's ability to support heavy flowering and fruit production. And this is exactly where Epsom salt enters the conversation. Before you use it, there's something important you need to understand, because the difference can completely change your harvest. And if you're not subscribed to Smart Gardening yet, do that now, and give this video a like so more gardeners can find it. Many pepper plants begin the season looking strong and healthy. The leaves are green, the stems are growing, and everything appears to be on track. Then weeks pass, and the harvest never matches expectations. A plant that should be covered with peppers produces only a handful, leaving gardeners wondering what went wrong. One reason this happens is because pepper plants can appear healthy long before nutrient-related problems become obvious. In fact, the earliest signs are often subtle. Growth may slow slightly. Flower production may become inconsistent. Small peppers may develop but fail to size up properly. Because these symptoms develop gradually, many gardeners assume the plant simply needs more fertilizer. The problem is that adding more fertilizer is not always the answer. In some cases, it can actually push the plant to produce even more leafy growth, while fruit production continues to lag behind. That's why experienced growers look beyond the standard fertilizer routine and pay closer attention to how efficiently the plant is producing and using energy. Research shows that pepper plants require a balance of nutrients to support photosynthesis, flowering, and fruit development. When that balance is disrupted, the plant may struggle to convert its healthy appearance into a productive harvest. And this leads directly to a nutrient that receives far less attention than nitrogen, phosphorus, or potassium, yet plays a surprisingly important role in pepper production. Understanding that connection is where the Epsom salt discussion becomes far more interesting. To understand why Epsom salt sometimes produces impressive results, it helps to look at what it actually contains. Epsom salt is made up of magnesium and sulfur. The magnesium is especially important because it sits at the center of every chlorophyll molecule inside the plant. Without adequate magnesium, a pepper plant cannot photosynthesize as efficiently as it should. Photosynthesis is the process that allows plants to convert sunlight into energy. That energy fuels everything from root growth to flower production and ultimately pepper development. When magnesium levels become too low, the plant's ability to generate and move energy can begin to decline. The result may be slower growth, reduced flowering, lower yields, or peppers that fail to reach their full potential. This is why some gardeners notice dramatic improvements after applying Epsom salt. If the soil is genuinely low in available magnesium, supplying that missing nutrient can help restore normal plant function. The plant isn't responding to a miracle product. It's responding to a nutrient deficiency being corrected. However, this is also where many gardening videos get the story wrong. Epsom salt is not a complete fertilizer. It does not magically force pepper plants to produce more fruit. If magnesium is already present in sufficient amounts, adding more may provide little benefit at all. So the real question becomes this: how can a gardener tell whether Epsom salt is likely to help, and what is the safest way to use it without creating new problems in the soil? One clue often appears in the leaves. Magnesium is considered a mobile nutrient, which means the plant can move it from older leaves to support newer growth when supplies become limited. As a result, the earliest signs of deficiency frequently show up on the older leaves first. Gardeners may notice yellowing between the leaf veins, while the veins themselves remain green. In some cases, the leaves can develop a mottled appearance or begin losing their rich green color. These symptoms do not automatically prove a magnesium deficiency, but they can be important warning signs. If Epsom salt is going to help, proper application matters. More is not better. Excessive use can contribute to nutrient imbalances and may interfere with the plant ability to absorb other important nutrients. That is why many horticulture experts recommend using Epsom salt as a targeted supplement rather than treating it as a routine fertilizer. A common approach is to dissolve a small amount in water and apply it according to product directions, allowing the magnesium to become readily available to plant. Others use it as a foliar spray, where the leaf can absorb nutrients directly. The goal is not to flood the plant with magnesium. The goal is simply to correct a shortage if one exists. What surprises many gardeners is that the timing of application can be just as important as the amount. Used at the wrong stage, the results may be disappointing even when magnesium levels are low. Used at the right stage, the plant may respond very differently. The most useful time to apply Epsom salt is when pepper plants are actively growing and preparing to flower or set fruit. At this stage, the demand for nutrient increases as the plant shifts energy from producing leaves to supporting blossoms and developing peppers. Many gardeners make the mistake of applying Epsom salt repeatedly throughout the season without first observing how the plant responds. A single, properly timed application is often enough to reveal whether magnesium was part of the problem. If new growth becomes greener, flowering improves, or the plant appears more vigorous, that may indicate the plant was benefiting from the additional magnesium. It's also important to remember that pepper production depends on much more than one nutrient. Even a perfectly balanced soil cannot overcome chronic watering problems, extreme heat, poor sunlight, or excessive nitrogen fertilization. A pepper plant receiving less than 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight each day will often struggle regardless of what supplements are added. This is why successful pepper growers rarely focus on a single product. Instead, they look at the entire growing environment. Healthy roots, consistent moisture, adequate sunlight, and balanced nutrition work together. When one of those pieces is missing, production can suffer. And this brings up another critical point that is often overlooked. Sometimes gardeners think Epsom salt caused a bumper crop, when the real explanation is a combination of factors that happen to improve at the same time. For example, many pepper plants naturally become more productive as the season progresses and temperatures stabilize. At the same time, gardeners may begin watering more consistently, correcting nutrient deficiencies, or providing additional support for the plants. When peppers suddenly increase, it's easy to give all the credit to the most recent treatment, even when several improvements occur together. That's why research-based gardening focuses on cause and effect rather than assumptions. University studies consistently show that plants respond best when nutrients are supplied according to actual needs. A nutrient that is deficient can limit growth. The same nutrient applied in excess may provide little benefit and can sometimes create new imbalances. The gardeners who achieve the most reliable harvest tend to watch their plants closely. They pay attention to leaf color, growth rate, flowering patterns, and overall vigor. Those observations often reveal more than any product label ever could. If magnesium deficiency was limiting your pepper plant, correcting it may lead to stronger growth, healthier foliage, improved flowering, and potentially a larger harvest. But expectations should remain realistic. No supplement can transform a poorly maintained pepper plant into a high-yield producer overnight. The encouraging news is that pepper plants usually give clear signals when conditions begin improving, and those signals often appear sooner than many gardeners expect. One of the first signs is often the appearance of healthier new growth. The newest leaves may emerge with a richer green color, and the plant may begin producing flowers more consistently. Over the following weeks, those flowers can develop into small peppers that gradually increase in size as the plant continues directing energy toward fruit production. Patience is important here. Pepper plants do not respond instantly. Even when nutrient deficiency has been corrected, the plant still needs time to build energy reserves, support flowering, and mature fruit. Depending on growing conditions, noticeable improvements may take several weeks rather than a few days. Weather also plays a major role. Extended periods of extreme heat can reduce flower retention, while unusually cool temperatures can slow growth and fruit development. This is why experienced gardeners evaluate progress over time instead of judging results after a single week. Perhaps the most valuable lesson is that successful pepper growing is often about identifying the limiting factor. Sometimes that factor is water, sometimes it's sunlight, sometimes it's nutrition, and occasionally, magnesium turns out to be the missing piece. Knowing how to recognize that difference allows gardeners to make better decisions, avoid unnecessary treatments, and focus their effort where it will have the greatest impact. That approach consistently produces better long-term results than relying on garden myths or one-size-fits-all solutions. So, Does Epsom salt really help pepper plants produce more peppers? The answer is yes, but only under the right conditions. The science is clear. Magnesium is essential for photosynthesis, chlorophyll production, and overall plant function. When a pepper plant is deficient, supplying that missing nutrient can improve growth, support flowering, and help the plant reach more of its productive potential. The mistake many gardeners make is assuming that every pepper plant needs Epsom salt. In reality, healthy harvests come from understanding what the plant is telling you. A supplement should solve a problem, not become a routine habit. Before reaching for any product, take a close look at the leaves, the growing conditions, and your overall care practices. Check whether the plant is receiving enough sunlight. Make sure watering is consistent. Avoid overfeeding with high nitrogen fertilizers. Then consider whether magnesium may actually be limiting performance. The gardeners who harvest the most peppers are usually not the ones using the most products. They are the ones paying the closest attention to their plants and responding to real needs instead of guesses. If there's one takeaway from this discussion, it's this. Epsom salt is not a miracle cure, but when magnesium deficiency is holding a pepper plant back, it can be a valuable tool that helps unlock healthier growth and better production. Thanks for watching Smart Gardening. And the next time a pepper plant looks healthy but isn't delivering the harvest you expected, you'll know exactly where to start looking. If you found value in today's video, please consider supporting the channel with a super thanks. Every contribution helps fund future gardening experiments, research, and tutorials so I can keep bringing you practical tips that actually work. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.